Attention all gamers. Get ready for a journey through the most anticipated FPS games of 2023. From intense multiplayer battles to gripping single-player campaigns, these games have it all. So let's buckle up and get ready to find out which games will be dominating the FPS genre in the coming year. Number 21. Amnesia: The Bunker. For many reasons, World War I was one of the bloodiest wars in human history. The bunkers and trenches that were built to shelter soldiers but frequently turned into their graves or tombs were one of the biggest. You will directly experience that terror in Amnesia: The Bunker. You'll assume the role of a French soldier who is originally alone in an underground bunker, with nothing but a flashlight and a handgun to aid him. Oh, and there is a single bullet in that rifle. You'll need to explore the bunker, gather supplies, and defend yourself from the threats that lurk there. You need to exercise caution, since the things you do have an impact. Number 20. I.G.I. Origins. The 1980s will be the location for I.G.I. Origins. Special agents are entrusted with handling the dirty work, while the Cold War rages on in an effort to prevent a catastrophic global conflict. We are aware that participants in this campaign assume the role of a former SAS soldier who was taken in by M16. Your new job involves covert operations, where the main character kills high-profile targets. Decide the best way to get rid of these people by traveling the world. It's up to you to handle any crisis that might arise as you have access to a sizable arsenal collection. According to the footage that has been publicly shown thus far, players can complete missions using either stealth and espionage or guns blazing. Number 19. Luna Abyss. Players in Luna Abyss assume the role of an ordinary prisoner who is given a tough job. You must explore a moon's core, where a long-lost colony once existed. The objective is clear. You must enter and gather data to bring back. However, something evil resides here, and you'll soon come into contact with an aggressive alien entity. Fortunately, Luna Abyss won't be a mindless first-person shooter. Instead, the narrative campaign will let you learn more about the colony's history and its tragic collapse. While we wait for a release date to be announced, we are unsure of when we will be able to play the game.
Come, wanderer, step into the drift. Let me share with you a fragment of my infinite knowledge.
Number 18. Witchfire. Witchfire is a video game that the astronauts development team has been working on for a while. If their name is unfamiliar to you, they published The Vanishing of Ethan Carter in 2014. Despite the limited information we have, it was enough to secure a spot on our list. Players can anticipate a medieval dark fantasy-themed game. Players will be dropped into a time when mankind is at war with witches at this point. Unfortunately, we still don't have a definite date for when this game will be available. While the video has sparked our interest, Witchfire's first significant unveiling took place in 2017. Number 17. Starship Troopers: Extermination. Starship Troopers, a popular movie, gave us some important life lessons. In other words, a dead bug is the only good bug. In a future where humanity has spread across the galaxy, a new threat has unfortunately emerged. Massive bugs have flooded planets, wreaking death and destruction everywhere they go. Players will be part of the elite few in this game who are selected to engage in combat. You can try to solve a new bug problem with some friends in this cooperative first-person shooter. Work together, erect barriers, and most importantly, shoot the insects until they cease to move. Number 16. Ripout. Are you seeking a more intense horror encounter? Players in the horror first-person shooter game Ripout are charged with clearing out abandoned spaceships. The issue with this is that you'll also have to battle mutating monsters. Since each ship is produced using a procedural algorithm, No loot should be the same. In order to find some valuable stuff, players can either play this game individually or in groups. Enter the ships, look for important equipment, destroy the mutant monsters, then leave the area without a trace. Keep a lookout for this PvE experience because the game is currently expected to launch in 2023. Number 15, System Shock Remake. The first System Shock game was an RPG that helped shape the genre for years. Now, some 30 years later, a full-fledged recreation is taking place to highlight how fantastic the game still is, but with a contemporary makeover. In the game, you take on the role of the lone survivor of a space station that has been occupied by the evil AI Shodan. Unfortunately, Shodan has gone rogue and has transformed all inside the station into terrifying cyborgs with the intention of doing the same to Earth. The game has been completely redesigned while yet retaining the essence of the original release. So accept the title and follow where it takes you.
I iterate. I fuse flesh and steel into perfection.
So you wanna be a criminal, do ya?
Number 14, Crime Boss Rockay City. Rockay City is home to only the most powerful crime syndicates. A prime example is the recent passing of the city's former crime boss. You have the desire and courage to seize the throne for yourself since there is a power vacuum. You'll choose a crime to work with as you set out on your adventure. You are paid more the more you accomplish. You can grow more as your financial resources increase. But take heed. There are other organizations competing for the top spot. You'll have to get through them if you want to be the final person standing. Number 13, Hyenas. The worst part about the future is that it won't be much better than it is now. The most wealthy and powerful corporations have essentially taken over Mars and are transporting the riches and artifacts of the old world back to Earth, while abandoning the rest of humanity in a floating garbage dump. If only there were some individuals prepared to face them. You'll get to fight these corporate fools and their guards as a member of a group called the Hyenas in order to gain the things that will make you happy and wealthy. Number 12, Destiny 2 Lightfall. Are you willing to try a new location in an effort to preserve the system? You'll travel to a cyberpunk-style city on Neptune in Destiny 92 Lightfall, one of the game's DLC packs, to confront the Witness and his adherents. This DLC is unique because of its numerous additional features. For instance, there are numerous new weapons and powers to experiment with. You'll have plenty to accomplish when you combine it with the new characters and adversaries you'll encounter.
Let them come and see. Our shame.
Number 11, Warhammer 40,000, Boltgun. Warhammer 40,000 Boltgun is the game we've been waiting for, and it promises to be really elevated. As a lone space marine, you'll have to blast everything that stands in your way as you strive to cross specific limits and unravel mysteries. Just be careful since the foes you encounter won't be interested in getting along, so neither should you. Take on the voyage into the dark with a friend if you can. Number 10, Marauders. Marauders offers you the opportunity to take yet another journey to a different Earth. In this game, the Great War never ended, and by the 1990s, industry had swallowed the globe to the point of no return. As a result, a lot of people have taken to space, giving birth to individuals like Marauders. The primary objective is to live, thus your task is to move from ship to ship recovering them for components you may utilize to do so. You can play by yourself or with other people. In either case, a difficult task lies ahead. Number 9, XDefiant. XDefiant may appear to be another in a long series of arena battle games, but according to its description, it combines fierce gunplay with customizable loadouts and specialized factions, as teams of gunfighters strive for domination. You'll have your hands full not just convincing your squad to pay attention to you, but also cooperating to survive the difficulties in this incredibly original game. When it launches in 2023, test it out because of the ideas presented here, which will emphasize teammates more. Number 8. Angerfoot. You'll be in a city in the game, sort of. One that calls for someone to take the initiative and stomp the bad guys in the face. As a novel approach to save the day, you'll get to travel the city kicking in doors in people's faces. There is more to this game than you might realize, and gunplay does appear to be important. Number 7. Stalker 2, Heart of Chornobyl. You'll play as a brand new stalker in the recently demolished exclusion zone in Heart of Chornobyl. In order to survive, you'll need to wander about the environment and gather food and weapons. You'll have your hands full trying to navigate a non-linear plot while avoiding several hazards. Use what you have and choose wisely, or you'll perish.
An achievement comparable at best to the conquest of space.
Number 6. Nightingale. In Nightingale, things are a little different because you'll be placed in a setting with other people who have unique powers. Your objective is to save lives while eventually identifying Nightingale. Will you be able to navigate the terrifying difficulties that lie ahead? Soon, you'll learn more.
And alone in the dangerous labyrinth of fantastical worlds. Welcome to the lands of Fae.
Number 5. Redfall. In this game, vampires have taken over the town of Redfall. To allow them to remain there for as long as they like, these monsters have shut out the sun. You're not going to stand by and allow that. In order to defeat the vampire danger, you can play this game by yourself or in a group with a friend. Find the answer to why they are here and how to get them out of your town as you go.
Go on, Bert.
Here's a vampire known as the Shroud. Shrouds blanket the area in darkness, disorienting their prey.
Number 4. Payday 3. There have been many memorable gaming moments in the Payday franchise. Payday 2 was renowned for its DLC material, which was used to ensure that the story kept expanding and the heists were even more spectacular. We can assure you that Payday 3 won't be any different. You'll be put in a live city and given some of the most challenging heists yet to complete in this game. Therefore, be sure that you and your friends or allies are prepared because you can only succeed in this as a team. Number 3. RoboCop, Rogue City. You play as the one and only Alex Murphy in this game, fighting to defend the citizens of Detroit from villains who want to rot the city from the inside out. You must do whatever actions are necessary to carry out the Prime directives and preserve Detroit using your renowned arsenal. You will face strong opposition, so you must decide how far you are willing to go for peace.
What the hell is this?
Number 2. Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart is a vision of paradise in a world where the Soviet Union achieved advanced robotics and scientific capabilities during World War II. However, given that this is an FPS list, you already know that something will go wrong. The world is filled with robots that suddenly start hunting out their creators, and those running the new utopia have been conducting horrifying experiments that have resulted in lethal mutations. This unusual game should be on your list. The gameplay footage that has already been made public shows it to be solid and well built, and the official release window trailer is simply breathtaking.
Above-ground civilian infrastructure. And discover bizarre underground tunnels packed with spatial puzzles that even the most experienced...
Number 1. Starfield. While Starfield is not a classic first-person shooter, it will include components of it, which increases the excitement for a game that many people are eager to play. In reality, Bethesda has been rather vague about what Starfield is and what players can do there. We know it will include FPS and RPG components, that you'll be visiting different worlds while flying through space, and that the experience is meant to be legendary. Those assurances have been made before, but they are rarely maintained. It's probably wise to have realistic expectations for Starfield and see where things go from there. Well, there you have it, folks. These are the best upcoming FPS games of 2023 that you should definitely keep an eye on. Which one are you most excited for? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gaming content just like this. Until next time, happy gaming.